influencer Allie Beth Stuckey slams Candace Owens' claims Charlie Kirk murder was an inside job. So if you've been following it, actually, you know what'd be funny? Let's ask Grok, because Grok does not like Candace Owens. That's not meant to be a joke. I mean, like, let's see what it says. I'm gonna ask it a question.
Grok, why don't you like Candace Owens? So the drama is, I still feel like the drama is something that is still kind of feminine overall. I mean, I know that people, it gets clicks and stuff, but, you know, you hear people on the right and podcasters on the right doing things like saying, go out and do something, and et cetera, et cetera. Good.
Oh, so if you're going to finish your point.
I just think that the response is to click the next podcast, and I think that there needs to be more people that are going out to do things.
This is my point. Candace was getting big traction on the Blake Lively stuff. I know nothing about that, but like basically every woman knew something about it. She talked about Bridget Macron being a man and not policy. I thought it was interesting. She got sued. We talked about it. Other than that, not really. Like when there's a legal action, I'm like, ooh, interesting. But just like the claims of a man, I'm like, I don't think Bridget Macron's a man. I mean, maybe whatever. Now the Charlie Kirk murder, potential inside job stuff. I think the success that she is having right now is largely indicative of people don't care about the policy talk right now. We are burned on it. We have been told it a million times. Trump has said X, just over and over and over again. Tariffs, policy. And we're still waiting to see results on these things, which you probably won't. And so people are like, I'm bored. I want something else. Well, Candace has offered them these things, which has resulted in political controversy. So I asked Grok, has Candace Owens implied Erica Kirk knew in advance about the Charlie's assassination? I had to put the Charlie Kirk assassination. Grok says, yes. Candace Owens has implied, I'm going to zoom in on this, that Erica Kirk knew in advance about the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination on September 10th at Utah Valley University. While Owens has explicitly denied directly accusing Erica of involvement, such as murder, she has made repeated statements suggesting Erica had prior knowledge of threats or a broader conspiracy tied to Turning Point USA, which Erica now leads as the CEO. And so they just, context. Owens' comments stem from her ongoing conspiracy theories about the assassination, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I think people are really interested in conspiracy theories. They're fun. I mean that in general. I'm not trying to say anything related to Charlie. This idea that there's an ice wall, for instance, and it's being covered up. Indeed.
Yes.
People are interested by this stuff. And I think right now the challenge is when we are told for a year straight political violence, and it keeps happening, eventually we're just like, I know.
Right.
When Trump says tariffs and the Democrats argue, the argument has not changed. The response is, I know. Tell me something I don't know.
When it comes to the Grok thing, though, and asking that question, doesn't that answer have something to do with the amount of people saying that Candace said that, even though Candace didn't actually say that?
Potentially. But for whatever reason Grok is saying this, I wonder if Candace could potentially have a defamation claim.
Direct implication of prior knowledge in episode 260. She said,
wow, seems like Erica knew about the threat and she now runs an organization that killed Charlie and she hasn't done anything about it. And it makes you wonder what else she knew. This was widely interpreted as hinting at Erica's awareness of security risks or internal betrayal before the shooting.
I'm curious if that's a real quote.
I bet it's not. I bet it's fake.
I've watched almost all the episodes. I don't remember her saying anything like that.
Yeah, they put the dot, which means
look at the dots.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think this is real. And that thing right there, Erica knows everything that she said in the reply. I believe she was just quoting Andrew Colvett, who said that on a podcast.
She didn't quote anybody. She just literally said it. But
that's what he said. Those three words too.
Someone asked, "Did Erica know about the donor?" Something like that. She said, Erica knows everything.
Right. I think that's what she was referring to. I mean, I don't know, but when I see Erica knows everything, that's what Andrew said, and then he had to clarify the next day. Because everyone was like, what does that mean? And he clarified, I forget the context, but
like all of this just epitomizes like the TMZ-ification of politics. And that's just what people like get completely exhausted with. Because it's like with the Maury show. It's like the first time you watch it, you go, oh, wow, this is crazy. Look at this. And then, what are you tuning in every night?
I'll say this, though, to defend, because I'm enjoying Candace's.
I'm enjoying it, too. I'm just saying, like, that's
I'm enjoying it, but like, I would say Calendargate was drama and ridiculous. And this is different than that. Because it's not just surface level. I don't hear her actually blaming certain people for the murder, but I hear her going on different. If anyone's read Crying of Lot 49, it reminds me of the Thomas Pynchon novel, Oedipus Mas, going after all these different avenues that are interesting, that pull together different threads. There's no answers yet. But I like the questions. The same way I defended Alex Jones during Sandy Hook.
I think the question is, if you were to go to somebody right now and say, we have the option to talk about tariffs or this weird picture of a Bush, the Charlie Kirk assassination, people are going to be like, talk about the Bush.
Yeah, I'm sure obviously a lot of people are engaged. Her numbers are insane. A lot of people are tuning in.
She's had good numbers across the board for a while. I don't think the Charlie Kirk thing is driving or increasing her.
I don't think
to a certain
and
degree. I
don't personally think she's doing it for numbers. I like the Brigitte thing was interesting. At first, I didn't care, but if you watch it, it's really about how there's a lot of pedophiles within the government, and you can go look that stuff up.
Man, she's
people
really
that keep around.
She's really taken over the Alex Jones mantle.
That's what I had Alex Jones' son on my show a few weeks ago, and I said they're gonna do to Candace what they did to your dad. That's coming. And it's already happening with France.
She's getting sued with Brigitte Macron. I mean, there was an argument, I guess, that they had sent something to her to prove Brigitte Macron was a woman.
Brigitte Macron started an OnlyFans.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. To prove. No, I mean, I don't really care about Brigitte, him, but the story around it is fascinating, and the amount of people that are involved in the politics of that administration and how openly pedophilic they are is disgusting and disturbing.
Strangely, a lot of governments and a lot of world leaders.
Exactly. That's why it's so fascinating.
I love